What's up, guys? Welcome to this Denver Broncos Syndicate film study, free agency edition. Today, we're going to be talking about the Denver Broncos' biggest addition, both figuratively and literally. The Broncos made two big signings in free agency to address the offensive line, one of them being right tackle Mike McGlinchey. The Broncos inked the former 49ers first-round pick to a 5-year, $87.5 million deal. In today's video, we're going to be answering, is Mike McGlinchey worth that much money? I figured a good way to assess how Mike McGlinchey will perform for the Broncos is to see how he performed against the Broncos. The 49ers traveled to Denver to face the Broncos in Week 3 of the 2022 season, and Mike McGlinchey had to face off against guys such as Bradley Chubb, Randy Gregory, and Draymond Jones. As Broncos country well knows, that is a formidable unit of rushers, so let's see how Mike McGlinchey performed in this game. So we're going to start off with this play here. This is a really nice rep from Mike McGlinchey in pass protection. He's going to be going up one-on-one against Draymond Jones here, who's lined up against his outside shoulder. Now, what Draymond is going to do on this play is he's just going to hit him with a good old-fashioned bull rush. See there, McGlinchey does a really nice job anchoring himself back to the ground, and that's what's key in winning this rep. You can see right here both his hips and his knees are locked in, his feet are set, and this is a really key factor in gaining leverage against Draymond Jones's bull rush. He's trying to essentially dip underneath to pick up leverage so that way this bull rush doesn't beat him. See, that's a really good job there by McGlinchey, keeping his anchor, and that is the key to winning this rep. So one aspect of his game that Mike McGlinchey did make a name for himself for in San Francisco is his run blocking, and this play is going to be a really nice example of that. This is going to be a beautiful next level block here from Mike McGlinchey, and he's going to essentially wash out Josey Jewell in this play, and he's going to spring a really nice hole for Jeff Wilson. Boom, right there, man. That's a great job by Mike McGlinchey getting to that second level, locking up Josey Jewell right there. And Jeff Wilson turns it into a really big gain. That is an excellent, excellent job right there, man. Climbs up to that second level. Boom. And that's what Mike McGlinchey is going to bring to the Denver Broncos, clearing holes for Javonte Williams, Samaje Perine, Tony Jones Jr., and any potential back they may bring in through the draft. One aspect of his game that certainly makes him worth it is his run blocking. Although Mike McGlinchey is a solid run blocker, he certainly isn't perfect and has some parts of his game that needs to be refined. So on this play, the 49ers are going to be running a toss out to the right side to Deebo Samuel, and Mike McGlinchey is going to be going up one-on-one here against Draymond Jones. Now, McGlinchey is going to get overwhelmed on this rep, and in my opinion, this probably should have been a holding call. Got a little motion there from the 49ers. There's your toss. And you can see McGlinchey is just not in a good position. I'll get my little pin right here. He is not in a good position. He's got to essentially hook his arm onto Draymond Jones to prevent him from getting loose right here. Again, man, his feet are not set. He is just in a really, really bad spot. Has poor leverage. So this is something that really could be cleaned up here. And again, flag flies. That's probably a hold right there on McGlinchey. I don't have that for sure because I'm using the All-22, but still, this is a poor job right here from Mike McGlinchey. That definitely looks like a hold. So although run blocking is one of the stronger suits of his game, he certainly isn't perfect in that aspect, especially when he has to get on the move on plays like this. And it was plays like this that he would have to run quite frequently in a Kyle Shanahan style offense. And in the Sean Payton offense, he also likes to get his tackles on the move, so he's going to have to clean up this aspect of his run blocking for sure. Yeah, again, not a good rep there at all from Mike McGlinchey. So this play is going to be some more good right here. Here he's going to be going up against Bradley Chubb, who was obviously still here in Denver at the time. And look at Chubb's set on this play. He's set way wide out against McGlinchey's right shoulder. Because of this, McGlinchey knows that he's going to have to choke out his stance a little bit wider here in order to account for Chubb's wide angle of attack that's going to be coming. And in my opinion, McGlinchey does a really nice job of holding up. So I'm going to pause it right there. Look at Bradley Chubb. He's trying to hit McGlinchey with the stiff arm, but McGlinchey, again, pay attention to those feet. Pay attention to those hips. He's got a nice solid base, locks in, and is prepared for that stiff arm, it appears. So that's really good anticipation from Mike McGlinchey. And Chubb even tries to hit him with this spin move, but McGlinchey just is not hitting on it. And that is a really nice rep there in pass protection from Mike McGlinchey. That is rock solid, keeps a good base. And even when Chubb tries to hit him with that spin move, McGlinchey keeps a solid anchor. And that's a really nice job right there. So overall, Mike McGlinchey definitely has some issues in pass protection. In a later play in this video, we're definitely going to see that. That said, though, if the Broncos can harness this level of production and pass protection from Mike McGlinchey consistently, then his contract will certainly pay for itself. Same thing here on this play, going up against Bradley Chubb again, and this is just another really rock-solid rep in pass protection. As I say, man, as long as you keep a good steady anchor and a solid base, things are going to bode well for you as a pass protector. Again, man, keeps his feet locked into the ground. That's a fantastic job. So clearly, he's got good technique. It's just consistency. That's the big issue with Mike McGlinchey. So we got some more bad on this play. This is going to be a run blocking rep, and he's going to be going up against Bradley Chubb, who you can see here is kind of in an interesting position. He's in a stand-up edge rush position, but he's not lined up on the edge. Draymond Jones is over here. You're going to see Mike McGlinchey go up, and he's got an okay base. He's just got bad leverage on this play. And Bradley Chubb overwhelms him and gets the tackle in the backfield. So again, just got to be more consistent with your leverage. And you got to make that block. Sorry. Right there. Just be more consistent with your leverage. And seal it. The Broncos are hopeful with new offensive line coach Zach Strief, who was a right tackle in the NFL for many, many years, that he can coach these kind of plays out of Mike McGlinchey. So this is the play that I alluded to earlier. Sometimes McGlinchey gets beat in pass protection, and a lot of times it's due to bad fundamentals and bad technique. So here he's going to be going up against Randy Gregory, and you see here once again, Gregory's stance is way out wide in comparison to McGlinchey. So McGlinchey knows that, again, he's going to have to choke out his stance a little bit out wide. But here he does a poor job of setting his feet and getting his anchor, and that's what's going to get him on this play. Boom. He gets dumped like a Mack truck. And the reason why... stop it right there. Or right there, actually. Look at his feet and look at his anchor. He's got one foot here that's sort of bent and off the ground. His leg is in a bad position. And then right here, his right leg is completely straight. His hips are not set. His shoulders are not square to the line of scrimmage. And this is what's going to get him beat on this play. Randy Gregory coming off the edge here. And it kind of looks like Draymond Jones is trying to help him. But on the other side of the angle here, you can see that this is all Randy Gregory. And he absolutely dumps McGlinchey. And the main reason for this, again, is bad hips and bad feet. Again, these are the kind of plays that the Broncos need to coach out of Mike McGlinchey. Bad feet, bad base, can't have it. So here we're going to save the best play for last, and this comes on a 3rd down and 18 after the Niners took a sack on the previous play. Now, I love what Denver is going to do here. Ejiro Evero is going to have 3 edge rushers over here to this side of the field, Baron Browning, Randy Gregory, and Bradley Chubb. In an effort to obviously confuse the offensive line, we got Deshaun Williams over here as well. So what's essentially going to happen is Baron Browning is going to drop into coverage, leaving Randy Gregory and Bradley Chubb to rush. But You're going to see here, man, Mike McGlinchey is not fazed by this exotic pressure at all. First of all, I want you to watch Randy Gregory here. He is beating the right guard Spencer Burford, and Mike McGlinchey's sort of going in here to help him. But McGlinchey has his own guy to worry about in Bradley Chubb, who's firing once again at a wide angle off the edge. And look at McGlinchey, gets himself set and holds up in pass protection. Jimmy delivers a horrible ball. That's the end of the clips there, but that's a really nice job from Mike McGlinchey holding up right there and giving Jimmy a chance. Of course, he makes a really bad throw. But the double combo block there from Mike McGlinchey, that is absolutely sick. All right, so is Mike McGlinchey worth $87.5 million? If you look at his tape, probably not. That said, though, that doesn't mean that Denver didn't get a good player. Mike McGlinchey is certainly a top 10 right tackle in the NFL, and if the Broncos can get that level of play from him on a consistent basis, then he will certainly be our best right tackle since Orlando Franklin. There's a reason why you have to overpay in free agency to get the guys that you want sometimes, and this is a classic example of it here. Although Mike McGlinchey may not be worth almost $90 million, he certainly is still a really good player and will help the Denver Broncos win football games. All right, Broncos country, I'm curious. After watching the tape, how do you guys feel about the Mike McGlinchey signing? And do you guys feel that he was worth close to the amount of money that the team gave him? Drop those comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And while you're at it, guys, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Gage Madrid NFL for continuing Broncos coverage. And for now, guys, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.